So back in January, I made a video talking about the Everdome presale. I talked all about how to get in and why I thought this was a good presale to be a part of. Well, about 5 months since the launch has now passed, and I did want to update you guys on my current portfolio, my strategy, and the profit I've been taking. So to date, I've taken over $47,000 worth of profit with over 50% of my tokens still vested. So today I'm going to be talking about how I uncovered this presale, how I got involved in it, the profit it's currently producing, my strategy moving forward, and how you too can do the same. Now, if this interests you, make sure to hit that like button. It truly helps my channel. Subscribe to it if you aren't already, and make sure those notification bells are on because, of course, in crypto, everything is time sensitive. But without further ado, let's dive into my computer and start exploring this recent IDO. Now, briefly, before I get into the main part of this video, there is a disclaimer I do want to mention. This is not financial advice. It is for entertainment purpose only. Please go out and do your own research, your own due diligence before making any kind of financial decisions. All right, I first want to start by talking about how I found this presale and how I find most of these presales. Now, of course, it is going to be inside my private Discord. Now, if you guys don't know about my private Discord, there is a link down in the description. You can check it out. There's about 1,000 of us. We talk about all things related to crypto. So there's a ton of different channels. One of them, and some of the most prominent, being the presale chat. So inside this presale chat, we had heard about what's called Tencent Gem Launchpad. Now, it's a launchpad that had currently launched Kanga Exchange and MetaHero. Now, I personally wasn't able to get in MetaHero, but there were some members that brought it up inside my Discord, so we decided to do some research. Now, MetaHero had launched off this Tencent Gem Launchpad and then decided to do some insane numbers, almost reaching 60x the initial price. So we needed to figure out who was launching these projects that ended up with market caps in the hundreds of millions. So this led to the Tencent Gem Launchpad. As we can see here, you can find it at tencent.io. And this is where I've been making quite a few of my videos talking about these launchpads. Now, of course, I've been in quite a few of them, and this one has been full of winners. So we are going to go through. As we can see, there are currently 10,000 subscribers inside this launchpad, and they open it every launch. So you will have to follow them on Twitter to follow all the recent announcements if you did want to get inside. But of course, we were doing some of our research here. We noticed that Kanga Exchange was launched as well as MetaHero. Well, after seeing the numbers and how it was audited, there was some more announcements to come that the same team was then going to launch another project called Everdome. Now, in order to get into this presale inside Tencent here, you would have had to hold some of their tokens as well as stake it for approximately 1 year. Now, the price of the tokens has changed drastically over the last year, and the amount of tokens has changed as well. The last entry to get in was approximately over $10,000, but it had previously been closer to about $1,000 to $2,000 back when the first two launches were available. All right, I want to take a brief second to introduce the sponsor of today's video. It is MargeX. It's a digital asset trading and investment platform that provides access to cutting-edge trading infrastructure worldwide. So they're set on a mission to provide a fair, secure, and easy-to-use platform with the highest class of financial technologies globally. So if we dive into margex.com, you can check out the application here. We can put in limit and market trades. As we can see, there's also a slider here. You're able to adjust the leverage on what you would like to trade all the way up to 100x. You're able to buy and long whichever trading pair or sell and short, as we can see the pairs at the top. Now, they do have a full trading guide and how to quickly get started, but I do have a link down in the description. You will get a $50 sign up bonus if you use my link. But as you can see here, there is a quick start guide if I didn't complete everything you need to know. So go down, sign in below, you head to the MargeX platform, head to your wallet, and you can deposit using multiple ways of getting money inside. It's also as easy as withdrawing the money. Now, they also have a live demo platform, and you can get to it at the bottom of their website here, but you can play around with it, see if this fits your trading strategy Now, some of the highlights of this platform is there is no KYC. You're able to actually make money during a falling market by selling short on this easy to use, very clean cut user interface. And there's a huge tech behind this platform with price manipulation protection as an ability to conduct over 100,000 trades per second. It's super easy to set up an account, so go and check out margex.com for all of these investment opportunities. So knowing this launchpad had done its due diligence and produced projects that were legitimate, we did need to decide what kind of investment into Everdome we wanted. So to check out the website, we did have to look into the team, the marketing dollars, and where we thought this was going to go. Now, of course, seeing a project like MetaHero launch and keep that $100 million market cap was incredibly encouraging to see, so we did want to get in on the next gem. So inside Everdome, I would do some of my due diligence into the actual team and what they have produced. Now, of course, they were very open and transparent, all of them being very doxed, which is something you want to see out of a $100 million company. You want to see that these guys have been in the industry, they're working with industry professionals, and they know how to execute in this manner. Now, I'd briefly check out all of their LinkedIn profiles, make sure they're not just made up in order to make a good team page. They're all working towards it. Check out their Twitters as well, that they are engaged in the company. Of course, we can see that this was a huge, highly successful and experienced team, so something we wanted to get behind. So once you are a subscriber, you're then able to take part in some of these pre-sales with minimum and maximum BNB. Now, it depends on when you got in and what project is currently being launched. But after taking part in the pre-sale, you are then directed to a vesting period of your tokens where you're able to claim a certain percentage each week. Now, this is where it comes into play, where I started to average out. We are going to dive into that allocation tracker very shortly. Now, as we can see here, the amount of Dome I was able to claim, what I have claimed, and what is to claim. Now, this might not make a ton of sense because the price has been so volatile. As we can see, Everdome is currently sitting at about 2.5 cents, but over the last few months, we have almost gotten all the way up to 10 cents. So it is very important to track your vesting period as well as the tokens you're being claimed, as well as tracking the price that you are taking profit with. This is going to make your life easier when tax season finishes, as well as makes you feel better about averaging out and not trying to time the market perfectly. So for instance, I myself created this sheet here, and it might be quite confusing, but starting from week 0, how many tokens, the total cost, and the cost per coin. Now, this was almost a self-fulfilling prophecy because it launched at 10 times what I was able to purchase it at, so knowing it was a great investment right away. I was able to get 10% of my tokens right away, selling for more than my initial investment and already into the profit. So as we can see here, these are the profits from the sales, and I do it approximately every couple weeks. Now, to simplify it for you, the total profit I have realized is over $47,000 US, with approximately 3,700 in tokens unrealized, as we saw in the current vesting period, and the total profit to date. Now, these are the weeks coming ahead, how many tokens I start with, and if I am going to sell and average out. Now, on a weekly basis, as we can see, it ebb and flows, and so I am trying to time it kind of, but of course I am more concerned with trying to get profit out each and every week. Now, I may look back on these videos a year from now and kick myself, but of course it is impossible to predict the future, but instead I am now predicting my income flow for the future. Now, I take these profits and spread it out into other projects to diversify and increase my revenue and profit from each investment. Now, with that being said, I have also taken part in the most recent 10-set gem launch, Fame MMA. Now, I have created a video on that as well, so you can go and check that out on my channel, the huge pre-sales. Now, it hasn't done as good as Everdome, but I will create a video and update you guys on that tracker and that profit in the coming months. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this update video and it's given you some ideas as to how to integrate these strategies for yourself. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, take care.